Good afternoon, you guys. My name is Marlene, and this is Marley Grace Creations page. Welcome. Tonight, let's see, what are we gonna do? I have already poured a few molds because they take about 10 minutes or so to harden. And instead of you watching me make 3 or 4, hi Brittany, and letting them harden, I've already done one and taken it out. And I've done a second one. It's almost ready, but we're also going to use some air dry clay. And hey Dad, my dad is on. How are you? I'm just going to wait on a few more people to hop on. Hope you're doing well, Brittany. We're going to decorate some candles, star candles. You ever run across star candles like this and they're really pretty, but they're really plain? Hi, Joyce. And you really think, well, they're kind of cute, and I'd like to give to somebody a really nice gift. This is going to be a nice enough gift for a birthday or a wedding or a Christmas. Hi, Verna. A Christmas present or anything else, and it'll be different than anybody's. Nobody will have a candle like yours. And you can use different things to do this. You can use air dry clay, put it in a mold. You can use air dry clay and just make your own creation with some tools. You can use all kinds of stuff. And this is what we have started. It's going to be the whole top. Hi, Terry. Is going to be a sunflower. Could be a daisy. I don't know yet. But one of the two. And then I have another one, and we're gonna I don't know if I'm gonna make something out of air dry clay for this one. I believe I am, and put a pretty glass knob on it, and I'll show you how to do that too. So these won't and I've already made these. Hi Lane, how are you? I've already made these ahead of time, and these are pretty. This is an angel, and this one is just a really pretty, it's so hard to see these, there you go. It's just real pretty designs. I'm good. And it looks really pretty on top of that. It's not really round, but it covers most of the top. But I found another one. Where is my mold? I found another one that's really pretty, and it's this one. It's more round, and I think it'll be more uniform for that circle. So we're going to do that one out of clay. I hope I can get it all out. We'll try. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Depends. And I'm running short on my resin, but I want to use it all up. Hi, Stacy. So I think I have just enough. It's still a little bit warm. I poured one earlier. So this is how I'm gonna, let me start. I'm gonna show you how to pour a mold. This one is already poured and it's still warm, so it'll come out. It's probably got 5 more minutes. I could pull it out right now if I wanted to, but I don't want it to be gooey. And these are the 2 parts that I've started with, so they're going to cover the whole top of that, and we'll look at that in just a minute. I hope you guys have had a good day. It's been hot here, but the middle of the day was horrible. But then, we're going to put a bee on this flower, whatever kind of flower this turns out to be. So it's still warm, and the way you know after you pour it, it's clear, and then it turns white. And this didn't get all the edges, and it doesn't matter for a flower petal. It's going to be pretty anyway, but it's still warm in the middle, so we're going to give that a chance to cure. And then I have this pretty glass knob, and we're going to put that on one of them. We can't put it on the sunflower one. I don't think it will look right, but possibly the other one, if we get the clay out. Now, if I have enough resin left to pour in there, I might just pour resin in it. We'll see. I thought I had one of these in my stash, but I don't. So let's see if this one's ready to start popping out. Yes, I can get it out. Go ahead and show you how to pour another one. Some of you have seen this. Now, Stacy, did you tell me you got a sunflower mold and you hadn't used it yet? Who told me that? Now see, this sunflower mold. Hey, Marilyn, how are you? It's really thin on the ends. You really have to be careful with it. But when you put it down, glue it on, and paint it. Stacy, what I'm doing is using my sunflower mold, and it's either going to be a sunflower or a daisy. I don't know. And I'm going to cover the top of this candle. So this is just a $5 candle I got from Dollar General. But I thought the color was pretty, and it has a nice wooden top, even though that wood might not stay wood, you know. Okay, somebody bought a sunflower mold and said I bought it. Sure, Marilyn. Said I bought it, but I haven't used it yet. So anyway, let's let that stay right there and cool. And we've got 3 pieces. I know we're going to at least need one more. So let me get it over here where you guys can see it. The thing is, I'm going to have to move it out of the way because, let's see here. Let me do this. Let me put this right here where you can see it better. I believe you can. And let me put this over top of it. That is dreadful looking. That's better. Good, Terry. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all sharing me. You guys, that's important stuff. Okay. Okay. I'm going to pour, let's see. I'm going to move this mold. I need to get my ducks in a row, y'all. Okay. I don't want to ruin that good piece of wood, so I'm going to do like this. Okay, this is my clear. This comes, for those of you who have not seen me do this yet, I'm not sure if any of you have not, but it comes in the box just like this, and right here it says turns white, cures in 10 minutes. And it's about, unless your house is really, really hot, it does cure in about 10 minutes. So I've already got my little cups that come in there measured. And so this one I put a C on for clear, and this is one I put a Y on. And I only do that because if you look inside these, this to me is yellow and this to me is clear. And there's part A and part B. So I'm going to put clear in here up to the line. I've already measured how much it'd take to do one batch for these petals. Okay, so now I'm going to do this yellow, and you've got to get them just as even as you can. If you pour too fast and just don't really care and say, oh, it's pretty close. I mean, it really needs to be really close. Close as you can do it to that line. Okay, and then you take a cup. Let me get a clean popsicle stick. Hi, Janet. Janet. You might be the one that said you ordered sunflower mold. Are you? When you came up, it just dawned on me. Thought it was Stacy, and she said no, but when you popped up there, I'm like, oh, I believe it was Janet. Okay, I'm pouring equal parts of yellow and clear. That's part A and part B. So, and I don't have gloves on, you guys, and I don't have time to do this much with I stir. So what you do is you put it in there equal, and you start stirring slowly. And I always put my fingers on the bottom of my cup, and you can start feeling it get warm. And I could say, do it 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 2.5. It's not about that. It depends on how old your product does, how warm it is in your house, and all that stuff. So when you feel it start to get warm, you look and see, right now it's cloudy. See, it's kind of a yellow cloudy. In a few minutes, it's going to be as clear as water. And you're going to be able to see all the way in the bottom. It's getting clear now. Can you see the difference yet? You can't on camera, can you? It still looks yellow to you. Or it does in there to me. It's getting warm. So it's about to get warm. Let me get this over here. I'm just going to pour these petals. Yes, good. Have you used it yet, Janet? Okay, it's clear. Can you see? And you still can't see. It looks yellow in that light, but it is clear as water, and it's really, really warm. And if you were to keep stirring, it will get white, milky, swirly again. So you don't want to start getting it to that point. If you do, it's going to start hardening before you can get it in the mold. Now you can use air dry clay in this too. This is just one particular mold that the leaves, not the leaves, I keep saying leaves, y'all, I'm sorry. The petals on the end are really, really thin. I have just a tiny bit more, so I'm going to finish pouring this bee right here. I started pouring this cute little bee with the last one and didn't get enough, so I'm going to try and finish pouring him. And it's not going to go in his legs. Let me try this bee. So, hey Ava. Okay. I can move this. This is tiny. It's okay. But now, if I were to go to move this, this is like a big puddle right here. And if I were to go like and just pick, well, okay, I'll use this one for example. This has nothing in it. But you see how floppy they are. If I were to pick this up, that would just do like this and it would start running out. And I want you to look what this is doing. Hold on a minute. Can you see that it's starting to turn white? So when it's starting to do that, 99.9% of the time, you can just about count 8 or 10 minutes from here. You can just about bet that you got equal amounts. So, hey Teresa. And so it's just going to continue to spread from the middle out and get white. And when it all gets white, you can start handling it a little bit, like to move it, because it's starting to get solid. And I'm just going to sit here a minute and chat with you guys while this gets a little more white. Then I'm just going to move this thing over. And then we're going to try and, I don't know if it's going to need 3 sets of petals or 4. We're going to go ahead and try for 3 and see if that's going to be big enough for the candle top. And if not, we'll pour another one. And the good thing is, and you know, I don't know why you would want to other if, say maybe you're pouring something and your resin is not curing, or you ran out of resin, but you have some clay. You can make some out of resin, some out of clay, and use it on the same project. It's okay. It's just, Teresa, what I'm doing is, I got these cute candles with the wood tops. They may not stay wood though, you know. But at Dollar General several weeks back. And they smell really good, and they've got that pretty greenish frosted glass. And I thought, you know, these are cute, but they just are so plain. So we're going to jazz up the tops. And one is going to have this and a glass knob, and this one is going to have just a huge sunflower on top. So when you, and see, I poured these thinking these might be okay. Here's a little angel, and here's this. You can see the details now, but this is not quite round enough. So, and you guys, please share if you can. You know, I know you can if you don't mind. Appreciate that. So, but this one is more round. See, this is the one that I poured from this. And it's more long, and this one's more round. So we're going to use this one, so it'll be more proportion to the circle lid. So, and like I said before, some of you hopped on. These will be great to get some molds, some clay, some stencils, some whatever, and decorate the tops of these. I like the angel too, Marilyn. And you can give these for birthday gifts, Christmas presents, lots of stuff. Somebody's getting married, great wedding gift. Do the top in white and just distress it a little bit. Put a bow on it. Thank you. Thanks for sharing, y'all. Are those OD? No, these are Prima. This particular one is Prima Redesign. This is Prima Redesign too. And this one is called Kingsberry Medallion. And the ones with the bees, I didn't write the name on it. I usually write the name on my molds Sometimes I just forget to do it. But I think this is just called, I won't say what it's called, but they don't have but a few like this. And it's just bees and butterflies and clocks and laurel. So this one is by Prima Redesign as well. Let's see if I wrote the name on this. I did. It's called Forest Treasures, and that is the sunflower one. And I think they've come out with the second one, or IOD has come out with one. And they're both beautiful. I love them both, but they're different. But IOD has that lip. See how white this is? Now I can handle it. I don't want to handle it much because it's really gooey down in there. But I can handle it enough to move it. And my hands on the bottom, I can feel how warm it is. So the table's cooler over there. I'm just going to move that over and give that a chance to finish curing in there. And then we'll pop it out. So in the meantime, I'm going to try and get this done out of clay. Now what's really hard is it's got so many little details, but you can do it. I mean, it can happen. But I need to get some cornstarch first of all and make sure I cornstarch that good. Let me find my little brush, y'all. Here it is. And this is just plain old kitchen cornstarch. Hey, Tracy. These would be really nice for Christmas gifts, Marilyn, and you can order these things online. And you know, even closer to Christmas and fall, you can get sales on candles at Michael's. Sometimes they're like 3 for $10. So you can find some really pretty candles cheap, and you could do some good stuff to the outside and make them gorgeous. And you know, you might be giving somebody a $5 gift that looks like a $25 gift. So I love this mold too. I love both of them. I have used this a lot in my bedroom. I don't think it's this one though. Wait a minute. I think it's before I had this one. Let me find it. Hold on, you guys. It's this one. This one right here. In my bedroom, I have, in my guest room, what do you think about using glue for molds? You mean to glue? Oh, hot glue. The last time I made molds, I did it. You can do it. It's okay. If they're real detailed, you probably won't get all the details. Sometimes it don't even matter. Okay, Dad, I will. My dad needs a phone call, so I'll call him after a while. But, love you, Dad. But, hot glue, let's see. I have my hot glue tool heated up. We'll make one in a minute. And they last and they're really good. Let me show you an example. I'll show you an example right here. I think I have one. Hold on, you guys. Okay. I did this for a sample board a few weeks ago. This is clay. Let's see, I forgot. It's so hard to tell the difference. Yes, this is clay, and this is clay. This is resin, and those are all molds. And these 3 letters right here that spell out B, those are hot glue. And they're not crisp and clear and all that stuff, but I was really surprised. I kind of liked the way they ended up having, you know, some little chunks. And what that is just bubbles. So, I mean, it turned out, if you use your hot glue and you're happy with them, then do it. But you can. A lot of people do it. I just don't. But we will here in a second. The other thing is, too, it takes a lot of hot glue, y'all. A lot of hot glue. And I don't know if you've priced hot glue lately. Man alive. It's outrageous. Okay, where is my clay? Oh, wait, this is baking clay. This is not even the right clay. You know, it don't matter how organized I think I am. Wait a minute. I've got to find my clay. Hold on just a second, y'all. Okay, I keep all my stuff in these big totes, and I probably should not. I just pulled one out. Now, I've got some, wait a minute, this is, I want to make sure I'm getting one that's open. I've got some terracotta that's open. I don't use it unless I'm doing terracotta, and there's really no reason, because if you're going to paint it, you're going to paint it. It doesn't really matter. Hi, Kim. How are you? Hey, Sonia. Now I remember I saw that show. Did you? But you can. I mean, try it. You know, some people, and you know what? I think, Elaine, if you've got a real pinpointed hot glue tool, I think it will be fine. See, mine is just one of those, wait a minute, it's dripping out. Mine's just one of those cheap ones, and my point is kind of fat, and it works great, but it's not, you know, it's not like sharp pointed, and I think it needs to be. Hey, Heather Dawn. I am making a sunflower mold, and I'm going to put it on top of a sweet candle. Well, a cheap plain candle. It's going to be sweet soon. Okay, this is air dry clay. I think it'll probably take maybe that much. You're going to put the rest back. So some people swear by the hot glue. And Stacey, if you want to use hot glue, you think you'd like to try it, just do it. You know, and you can order cheap molds. You know, you guys, I'm not selling Prima Redesign, and I don't sell IOD, and I'm not promoting these molds. I've had these molds, oh my gosh, for a long time when I was, you know, doing a lot of furniture. So probably once a month I would buy a mold. So, but I also have some molds that I got from Amazon for few bucks, you know, and they can be cake decorating molds, candy molds. It doesn't matter what kind they are. Just look through Amazon. I'm just softening up this clay so I can use it a little better. They do, Stacey. I see a lot of people do it. It's just, I guess, something I didn't start out doing, and it's not my favorite, but by the time you get it, you know, glued onto something and painted, I don't guess it matters, right? Okay, I'm going to get this in all those grooves. But what I was saying a while ago, in my guest room upstairs, I have one of those cubby container dresser things. And it's this, you know, the big square thing with all the cubes, and you pull out the cube thingies, what do you call them? I guess they are called cubes. I don't know. Anyway, they're kind of just plain, right? I took mine out and painted them. And I put molds on the front, and I put a glass knob in the center of each one of that other mold I showed you. And I painted the mold to make it look like hardware, like wrought iron. And it looks just like wrought iron. It's beautiful. Cubbies? Yes, Tracy cubbies. You would never know it was not hardware. And it's just air dry clay. All I'm doing is taking off the parts that I'm not going to keep, I don't use. And I use my fingers, I use tools, I use whatever. It's easy to do. But the trick is getting these little details out, but I think we can do it. Usually I'm pretty good at that, so, and I'll show you the best way to do that. And you want to get it flat and even as you can on top. This thing is running away from me. That other, let's see how our mold's doing over here, y'all. Okay, it's solid white, and it's still warm, just in a little spot in the middle, so it's got another few minutes, and I'm going to move it away from the spot that was in and put it on another cool spot. That helps too. And you, there are certain kinds of clay, you guys, that you can put in the refrigerator. You can't put this in the refrigerator, but maybe 10 minutes and you got to get it out. I thought, well, you know, it works better if it's cold. And I hear people talk about it. And there are certain kinds you can put in the refrigerator, but not this kind. Not this kind of resin. So anyway, I put it in the refrigerator and put them on some trays, I guess baking pans, slid them in the freezer, left them about 20 minutes and pulled them out and thought, are these done? And they broke just like glass. So not to do that no more. This is a hard mold, but I'm determined to do it. Lots of details, but it's going to be beautiful when we get it out of here. Just push it flat into the edges, that's all. I believe the precision tips are important. I believe you're right, Stacy, and I think we talked about that before. And so when I buy another glue tool, sorry Facebook, I'm going to pay attention to what usually you look at one if it's pretty, or if it's the price you're looking for, you just grab it. But I've learned a lot about them, and they're not all alike. So my next one will be a little different, and it's going to have temperatures on it too, so I don't blister myself. Now this is one of the harder molds, y'all, but you'll see how much more worth it is when we get it out of here. And another thing I do, if I have any kind of scraper tool, and I usually try to keep this in my hand, and I didn't just then, but I try to smooth it out, pull it towards me, get it away from the middle, try to make it the same thickness, so when you do lay it down, it's flat. It's not lumpy underneath. That mold is ready to come out, y'all. In just a minute, we'll do the fun stuff. So hang with me till we get it done. Okay. Now, let's see if we can pop this thing out of here. Something tells me it's not gonna work, but let's see what's happening. Okay, always put your clay back. Don't leave it out. It doesn't take it long at all to start getting hard. Hi, Nancy. How are you? Okay. This looks good to me right now. Let's see if I can press it in really tight, and then I'm going to try and roll it out. There's a little bit more details right there. Okay. Are you ready? Are you holding your breath? I always hold my breath when I do this. I can't do it backwards, you guys, so you're going to have to kind of use your imagination here. You get it started. I'll show you as I go. You get it started and just pull a little bit out. All I'm doing is when I see it peeking out, I'm just kind of pulling it towards the bottom. This one's not wanting to come out good. There we go. Just keep pressing down and rolling back. Okay, can you see so far? You see what we've got? Half of it's out. So I don't want it to go flying out of here. Oh, it's going to be pretty. Okay, and I've got to take my fingers and just kind of lower a little bit more. So what I'm doing is like rolling the, hi Nelda, what I'm doing is rolling this back, and I'm not touching that clay. And when I say making molds, I'm not really making molds. These are the molds. I'm making castings is what they are. But, you know, people don't know what that is. And so when you say that, they'll think, what is she doing? Okay, it's out. Y'all, it looks good. I've got to twist a few. Okay. Got some crusties in there. Okay. I'm going to slide that off on this candle top. Hi, Phyllis. How are you? Hi, Ann. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use this little tool and let's see if I can get it all up. Because if I can get it on that top without tearing it up. Hi, Diane. Then I can let it start drying a little bit. Okay, here we go. Wait a minute, I'll show you how pretty it is. This one's kind of fancy and delicate, y'all. Okay. It's going to go down in a couple of pieces, but that's okay. It's going to get painted, and I want to get it in the middle. It's got to be glued anyway, so that's another thing. You got to take it off. There you go. See all the details? Oh, gosh. That might be the end of it. Might be the end of my blood pressure, too. Oh, no. We're going to fix this booger. Okay, I don't want to hold it up and show you like that again. Hey, Lainey, how are you? You came on at the wrong time. Well, I mean the right time, but okay. I guess that would be a blooper. We're going to put this thing back together. Okay, now I'm going to put it up here like that. Can you see it? There you go. There's some details in there. It's okay. It'll be fine. Now y'all see what happens when in real life, when you really, you know, it happens. Okay, now, let's air dry clay. So I'm just going to let it sit there on that candle. Oh, wait a minute. First of all, this is what I want to put in the middle of that. Where's my little knob? See this knob? I want this knob to be in the middle of that. And in order to do that, we've got to have a hole to glue down in there. Did you laugh at me, Stacy? It's okay. It's really okay. If I can get you guys to laugh, it's all right. Anytime is the right time. That's right. Good recovery. Good save. Okay, this is clay. Now you can do this with resin too, as soon as it comes out. If you've got, you can use a drill, you can use a straw, you can use anything you can use to make a hole. It's just that when it's clay, it's just easier. And in the center of this, if you can, you probably can't tell. I don't want to dump it again. There's little bitty dots, almost like little pearls around the front of that. Hey, Susie. Tracy says, oh my gosh. That's okay, y'all. Okay, I'm going to press this down. Okay, it's going to pop up. That's okay. I'm going to hold it down. And I want it to go all the way down in there. Okay. Okay, that gave me the impression of this. So whenever, hey Sandy, how are you? Whenever we glue this on, if we get it glued on, then this is going to glue on that, and that's going to be the knob for the top of your candle. Now tell me that is not beautiful. And when you give that to somebody, they will not even believe it. They'll ask you where you got it, and you can say, oh, I made that. Okay, so let that dry a little bit. If I can not dump it off. Okay, let me just set it over there. Okay, let's see. We got, this one's cooled off. It's not warm anywhere, so it's ready to, how are you, Kim? Okay, we've got this many and this many. So we've got 3 of these and 1. Let's see. I'm afraid, and I made a little center. Now, when I did this same mold on a plaque, and I used the big center, but since we want it to be smaller, I'm using the smaller center. Now, let's see, can I not dump this thing off? Can you see good? I believe you can. Okay. I can keep it on here. There we go. Let me turn it just a little bit. That's probably better. There you go. Hey, Leanne. No, Lorena. How are you? I looked at that and for a second it looked just like Lynn. I'm sorry. Okay, these fit on top. Oh, there's no way we could use 4. They're gonna hang off just a little bit, and that's okay. I want them to. And then we're gonna glue this on the top right in the center, and it's gonna be 3D. See, now that hole that you can see down in there, that's gonna go away. We're gonna fill that up. I'm gonna heat this up, and so it'll kind of mold more to that. So I'm gonna glue this down, and I don't have to have the candle thing, just the lid. You can still see good, right? Okay. So, and if you need to trim it, you can heat it up and trim it. You can always take it. Beautiful. Bless your sweetheart. Okay. All right, that's going to look good, I think, there. And see, it's going to hang off a little bit. And that's what's so unique about it. It's not going to be just this little sunflower stuck in the center, you know. So we're going to go ahead and glue that down. And I'm just using Tight Bond Quick and Thick. You know, I use that for about everything. E6000 is probably the best for the knob over there, but I didn't bring it down with me. But I'm going to put a bunch of hot glue in the middle of that, and it'll hold it great. And if it does pop out, it's not going to hurt the mold, and then I'll do the E6000 thing later. Usually I butter these with my finger, you know, but it doesn't matter. We just need to get it on this wood and get it pressed down good. Hi, Florida. How are you? Florida, you should have been here a few minutes ago. I was showing everybody this pretty little mold I made over here, and it jumped right out into the camera. It hit the ground, hit the floor. It hit the table. Okay. Just press it down. Oh, have you not been catching me live, Florida? You guys, I created a YouTube channel too. I'm not going to just constantly do this on Facebook because it's so wonky, you never know. But I don't have anything uploaded there yet. I just created it actually a couple of hours ago. So I can do this on there too. So I'll let you know when I do. And then you can go there and find them anytime. You can sometimes on my page, sometimes not. Sometimes they just politely disappear. Okay, let me get a paintbrush. Okay, I didn't bring any water. Boy, I got my spray bottle. Okay, I'm just going to spray a brush just a little bit because it's better if it's a little bit wet and just get all this little bit of excess glue. You can spread it around or remove it. Either way, if you're going to paint something, it's not going to matter. You just don't want it to dry with lumps under there because it will show and it's really ugly. So just get all that out. And as far as the center goes, it doesn't matter because we're going to put a center in this. I've been missing you when you're live. I think it's the time. Oh, what time is it where you are? Florida, you're working on a birdhouse. That's kind of, well, it's one of my favorite things to do is a birdhouse. Okay. Well, this ought to be fun with that water from my brush. You guys do know that I created a page. Anything that I inspire you to do, that you've seen me do, that you do. I'm just squeezing water in this jar, y'all. That's all that's going on over here. I'm going to need a little bit of water. Let me open this up. Because I left my stuff in the bathroom in there where I clean my brushes out. Okay. Let's see here. There it is. I'm going to heat this up because I want this to not be so flat. I want it to be a little more flexible so it'll go on there just a little bit better. And this resin dry, you know, when it comes out, it's hard as a brick. You can't, I'm trying my best to bend it. You can't, but you can heat it up and it gets just flexible again. Oh, you need to post it. I made a page. It's Marley Grace Showcase. Just like Marley spelled on my page, M-A-R-L-Y. Grace Showcase. And just, you can show pictures there. You can post them there. I need that just a little bit warmer. Let me turn it over. Okay, Tracy, thanks for hopping on. Honey, you take care of yourself. Will I see you at church in the morning? You've never done this, Diane. Okay, you see how flexible it is now? And see, if I was going to put this on a bracelet, I could do like this and put it on the bracelet, let it cool, and it'd be hard as a brick. But I better quit playing with it until I get it glued down because it'll start getting hard again. Let me add a bunch of glue, mainly to the outsides because it needs to touch all those petals that are raised. And then we can get some color on this sunflower. You guys think it needs to be a sunflower or a daisy? It could be either one at this point. That is not, it's going to take some hot glue too. Let me take my pencil and make sure I have my lines where I need my glue right here. I'm just making some little rough marks so I make sure I get my hot glue where I need it. That's all. I'll be there. Okay. Just take care of yourself. That's hot. Hot, hot, hot. Okay. That is down. Let's see. You know you saved, y'all, when you stick your finger in hot glue and you don't say bad words. I'm just getting some of that hot glue off of there without sticking my finger back in it. And I don't want it all off. It doesn't matter. It's going to just be some more texture and it'll paint. It paints up. So just want it close to the, okay. It looks pretty rough right now. When it's painted, it'll be beautiful. Hi, Jerry. How are you? Okay. This is not going to fall off. Okay. That's what we have so far. Minus the strings. And we're going to paint that. And then that's going to be the top of one candle. Let me get something to paint with right here. Tiny brush. Let me get some gold on here. You guys ever decide if you want this to be a daisy or a sunflower? Fall's coming. Let's just do sunflower. Thank you, Marilyn. I'm already dreading gluing that other one down, but we're going to make it happen. Woo! I'm not sure yet what procedure we're going to use, but we're going to do it. Okay, let's see. I need some brown and some dark brown and some yellow and some cream. Yeah. Okay. Let's paint this sunflower. Okay. No, that's not good. Checking brush. I can't do that. There we go. Okay. I always wet my brushes. I don't ever start with a dry brush, y'all. Sunflower. I'm thinking so too. You know, I'm about ready for fall. I'm going to try not to touch the wood underneath. We get done and still think we want to do the wood. I can always do it like black or chocolate brown or navy blue. And then we'll put a bunch of details on these petals. I always call these leaves. Y'all can just ignore me if I start calling these leaves. I think the last time I did this, I called them leaves like 10 times. And I went back and watched the replay. I'm like, why do I keep calling these flowers petals leaves? They're not leaves. And these are going to be in the live sale Thursday night, y'all. And I haven't decided exactly what time yet. But it's probably going to be around 7:30 or 8 o'clock, I'm guessing right now. Don't hold me to that, but I'm thinking so. Give everybody time to get off of work and eat supper and tell your friends and all that good stuff. So make sure you do share it with your friends and before my guest room caves in with stuff. Okay, let's see. I have a tiny little bit right there and I don't want it there. How are you, Nancy? I got a little bit on the wood, so we'll get that off before it dries. How many of you are sitting there right there thinking, I wish I could just go paint that? I'm so bad to do stuff like that when I'm watching somebody do something. I'm like, I want to go help. Monday is my 50th anniversary. Oh, bless your heart. Happy anniversary early, sweet girl. Are you feeling better? I know you had a rough time for a while, didn't you? I'm thinking everybody on Facebook right now is doing Christmas in July. We'll do Christmas in July too. We'll just do some Christmas shopping, right? That's the plan. So you go ahead and make your list and see. Be a good time to start. Now these petals, wait a minute, let me get in there. Got a little crack right there. These petals on this mold, what makes them to me so pretty? See how some of them, my lighting is terrible, y'all, at night. But it's so thin and it kind of curls up. Now that'll get hard, but right now it's curling up. And I like to just manipulate them a little bit. And then when they do dry hard, they'll be like that. Okay. Look over and make sure that other one's still there. Terry, I'm having a live sale. All the stuff that I've created, except for a few things that I've already given to people as gifts or, you know, remade something from my own house, is going to be in the sale on Thursday. I started doing auction. It's too stressful. I don't need to do that. I'm just going to put a price on it. If you want to buy it, fine. If not, it'll just go in the Etsy store. Because every now and then I'll get a private message and somebody says, can you make me one of those? Or do you have 3 of those? Or are you going to sell that? And I'm thinking, well, eventually, yes. So, oh, this will be dry. You mean this right here or the clay? I just heated it back up, so it softened it a little bit. Elaine, how long does it take for what to completely dry? The clay or this or the paint on it or the flower? This flower or the one I made out of clay? As soon as I get your response out. Looks beautiful already. Thank you, Stacy. I've got a little glue right there. Let me just pick that off and we're going to paint over it anyway. Okay, let me get some, little bit of yellow. Put towards the ends. Oh, the one I just painted, oh, it's dry. It's dry right now. I could rub it on my clothes. I mean, it might have a couple little spots, you know what I'm saying? But it's dry. It's just paint. I'm just using acrylic paint. These little bottles of acrylic paint from Hobby Lobby. Some are folk art, some are apple barrel, nothing special. And you just paint them just like if they were wood, or the one I just painted. This one right here. Yes, it's dry. This paint on it is dry. It's kind of amazing how it all works. And this is done. I mean, this is hard. It's hard as a brick. It's done. Okay, I'm going to add some yellow dry brush kind of towards the ends, y'all, and some darkers going in the center. These are mainly just highlights. All I'm doing is putting some yellow on here and getting most of it off and dry brushing. And this paint's just like anything else, y'all. It's nothing special about it. I'm just getting some lighter color towards the ends, and then I'll get some darker color towards the center. Okay, that's, see the difference? You can see the highlights on the outside. Okay, and then I'm going to get a little bit of cream color just for the ends. And the one that I'm going to put on the other one is going to have a knob and all that, but I'm just going to paint it all one color and probably distress it. And again, I'm just putting another, my goodness, this color. I got to do something about my lighting. I want to change my whole room around anyway. I just haven't. I'm putting this cream more towards the tips, a little bit in the creases. Not much. Can you still see good? It looks so bright in that camera. It's not. Okay, now let me use some brown to come back from the for your sale. Do you use PayPal? Yes, I have. I can take Venmo, PayPal, Apple Pay, I believe, Zelle, and now any of that. All I need to do, if you purchase something, if you decide you want to buy something, and I'll wait till the end to pull it all together. And I'm going to try and set it up where I can have either very low shipping or free shipping. It's, you know, I'm not, that part I always hate is having to pay so much for shipping. So I'll see if I can figure out how to get the low shipping stuff. And I always use, what am I trying to think? What is it? Pirate Ship. And that's the cheapest shipping you can do. And so, you know, I don't make anything off of shipping, y'all. What it is, it is. And does it look like a sunflower? If you can't see for comments, you guys, you can swipe them out of your way. I can't. I mean, I can see all your comments, but I don't need to see it. Let's see, did I buy something from you in the email? I had an invoice from you. I sent you, let's see, I sent you an invoice. Yes, I did. Did you get it already? Did you already send it? All you have to do, unless it's not working correctly, is click on pay, and it should take care of that. It's Addison's little birdhouse. She was so proud of that and her little starfish. Okay, is it starting to look like a sunflower? See all the details coming out? Now the inside's going to be a lot darker. And then we've got a little bee to go on there too. I know, and she she checked a little bag last night. She had to go home today, but I'll see her next week. I'll see her at church tomorrow, but I keep her about every Wednesday night unless she's at the beach or somewhere special with her dad or something. But she decided she wanted to learn to check. Said, okay, so I had a little canvas bag and showed her how to do the checks on there. And she did an okay job. So I helped her show her how to straighten all of her lines out. Turned out pretty good. She did it blue. I know the canvas was adorable. She's so proud of that. It's the first thing she wanted to show her mama today and showed her Papa yesterday. When we get her gallery well done, I'll post a picture of it. She's just loves to create. Her question to me, she said, Nana, if y'all ever move from here and you have a different house, will you have a craft room? And I said, well, honey, I probably will. I think I probably always had a craft room or done crafts. And she said, I sure hope so. I said, well, when you grow up and you have a house, you plan a craft room. She said, I will. She is sweet. She's a sweet girl. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of lighter in the middle, and then I'm going to put some seeds in there. Okay. Whoa. Diane, did you get the invoice? And did you pay the invoice? I've got it packaged over there, ready to go in the mail. And I didn't check it since early this morning, so I really don't know. But I will. I'll check it later. And if it's ready to go in the mail, so it'll go first thing Monday morning. Okay, I'm just going to use some water on my brush right now to just kind of blend some of this and soften it up. And if you look at pictures of sunflowers, my goodness, there's so many colors. There's red, there's gold, there's yellow. There's all colors. I think I still need a little more gold on that though. I'll tell her. Okay, the sunflower's about done. And you can see it on the candle. Did you say you had a page to share our items? Yes. Go to Marley, M-A-R-L-Y. If y'all ever put in E-Y, it's not me, it's somebody else, but M-A-R-L-Y, Grace Showcase is the Facebook page. You guys can post stuff. Post any pictures, stuff you make. I just need to put a few seeds in here. I think the seeds might be dark, but I'm just going to put some light ones. It'll look like the sun's got it. I'll just use the tip of a brush. Okay. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. Okay. There you go. I'm not happy with the center. Hold on, let me dab a little bit. Okay, I like that. That's better. No, that's better. Okay, now, there's this $5 candle. And now it looks like an expensive candle. If somebody has sunflowers in their house, it doesn't have to be a sunflower. And I left these petals. You don't have to leave the petals sticking out. I just thought it was pretty. So that one's done. I'll put a top coat on it later. Now, this is the fun part of this one. Okay, I have to get glue under this thing. Here we go. Where's my little tool? Okay. It should have a crust on it. Well, it doesn't have much of a crust on it. Okay. I'm going to slide it off. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to put glue on this whole thing. And it's going to catch it when I put it down. It's going to dry clear anyway. So it is not going to matter because we're going to paint it all. We're going to paint right over all that glue. I have to get it later so I can write it down. I'm in bed watching. You have to get what later? This is just wood glue, y'all. You can use tacky glue. You can use wood glue. You can use Elmer's glue. It doesn't matter, just to get something on there. I always use this because it holds good. And when I was doing furniture, sometimes things want to slide down. And even sometimes I would have to use some blue tape to hold it. You can do that too. The name of the page. The name of the page where you can post stuff that you create is Marley Grace Showcase. It's a different place than here where you are now. It's a whole nother page. And it's just for posting all of our gorgeous pictures. All the stuff that we make. Because we learn from each other, you guys. You know, I don't have all the answers. And I don't, you know, there's a lot of times I'm just stumped with what to do. And it doesn't happen very often, but it does. And everybody has the coolest ideas and make stuff. And we get ideas from each other. And that's the best part. I need a little more glue too. Now, the name of the YouTube page is going to be Marley Grace Creations as well, but I don't have it. I don't have anything uploaded to it yet, so it's going to be a little while. I'm just working on getting the page set up and getting it, stuff on it. Okay, now, let's hope we can get this on here. I wish I had a kitchen spatula. Let's see. Let's see, there's got to be a good way. Okay. Okay, let me use this cutting board. I'm going to use this for a transfer board. Hi, Sandy Roberts. How are you? Y'all might get to see this, me dump this again, but let's hope not. I was going to show some stuff I painted years ago. I haven't painted anything good in years. My hand shakes. I'm sorry. Okay, what I'm going to try to do is scoop this up. I'm going to have a little help. This might be a disaster, y'all. I got to scoop this up and get it on that. Oh, I think it's going to work. Awesome. Okay, now to get it even, because once I get it down, it ain't coming up. Okay, I'm going to put it in my hand. Yikes. This is kind of delicate. Oh, it's good enough. It's good, good, good. It's all good. Okay. Is everybody through holding your breath? Thanks for helping me hold my breath. This is going to be so pretty, and that knob on it will be gorgeous. And you know, these, if you love this, fine. If you don't, you can paint over this. You can Mod Podge your napkins on it. You can put transfer on it. You can do tons of stuff with these candles. So, were you really dying? Oh gosh, it's crazy what we do, right? I know, a little while ago, Tracy Griffey was in here, y'all. She's going through cancer for the second time. She's the sweetest friend. She's in my church. And she's having such a hard time. Were you scared? I know, I was scared. Because, you know, I've already dumped it once right in front of y'all. We're all family, though, right? Okay. It's not completely even, but by George, it's close. Look at that thing. I am proud of myself. Okay, I'm going to dry that a little bit, get the glue dry, get another little bit of crust on this. And then pat it down. And see, this is clay, and I'm messing with it. You're not going to, it's still got all those sweet little details, dots, all that good stuff. Let that cool off just a little bit and let that glue settle back down, and then I'm going to paint it. I've never made or used a mold. You don't, you know, I was telling them before, if you were in here, you don't have to use this kind. You can go on Amazon and find some really, let me show you a couple. Let me see if I can find some of my cheapos. This one was a candy mold from Amazon. See all those cute little details? And let me see if I can find a couple more. And see, these are candy molds, and these are called, like if you buy them from IOD or Prima, they're called trimmings. And but that's because, you know, you make a bunch of these, and you can outline a frame. You can, I mean, you can do tons of stuff with these. Look at all these details in there. They're beautiful when they come out, and they can touch like end to end and keep going. So you can mend that together. That might have been $6. I don't know. The bigger, like OD or Prima, some of them are like $16, $17. But they're, you can't destroy them. The only thing you cannot do is put, what are they made of? Silicone. They are made of silicone. So if you use silicone, you know, silicone comes in a tube. And I have seen people say, oh, we can do this with silicone. It'll be indestructible. Well, when you put silicone in the silicone molds, it bonds. It becomes one. It is never going to be used again. You will not get it out. So don't ever use silicone in them. That's the one I just showed you, I think. And this is one of my favorite ones. You know, Tim Holtz has something so similar to this. I'll show it to you. Okay, this is mine. This is the one that I made. See, just like this before I distressed it. And it came out of this. And this is just a cheap candy mold. I poured resin. And I have done this with clay. It works too. See, it was just resin. And now it's got all these sweet little details. See all these little details? Well, let me show you something. Well, I might show it to you if I find it. I had four, yes. I want to show you how similar this is. This one's a little bigger. It's about got the same details. Look at that. This one's painted gold. This one's still white. There's not much difference in them. A lot of difference in the money. And I use these on the sides of birdhouses. They're cute to put on a lot of stuff. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Okay, this is probably, the glue is probably dry enough. Now, this glue underneath, because I glued it and then I'm going to paint it, it may crackle. Kind of hope it does. Kind of hope it does. Let me use, I'm going to use some sage green chalk paint on this. I'm not going to do all this stuff white. I don't know if I have enough. Yeah, I have enough for this. This is Waverly Celery. This is just a small bottle of the Waverly Celery. And I'm just going to paint over the whole thing. And then I am going to distress this. This is Marilyn's favorite color. I don't know if she's still in here. Seriously, it is my favorite color. It's going to look like one piece here in a minute. I love this color. I've got a whole bedroom suit this color, you guys. I sure do. My kids thought I had lost my mind when I painted a green bedroom suit. And it's my favorite room in the house. Thank you, Diane. I was told today that the word share is okay. I've been told that by several people. And I have a coach that's helped me with a lot of stuff. And she said that that is not one of the things that you get in trouble for. I'm like, really? She said, nope, it's a myth. I'm like, okay. So, we'll see. Remembered what, Terry? I'm getting it all down in these little grooves, y'all, so these little dark tunnels don't show. Well, I hope so, you know. Y'all share. We'll see. And if I get thrown in Facebook jail for a while, I'll know why. But that's what I was told by an expert on this subject today. So we'll see. I always thought it was really ridiculous anyway, because, you know, they give us a share button down there. Why would you call it sprinkle? Why didn't they call it sprinkle or whatever? You see why I'm dabbing this? Because it's clay, you know, some little edges raise, and I do this a lot, push down on the edges, and I don't like seeing all those little dark tunnels under there, so I try to get some paint under there. And you see, I'm just painting it just like if it were wrought iron or something. I'm not being real careful with it. Okay. It looks like one piece now. Look at that. Okay, might need a second coat. We'll see. And then I'll distress it and put that pretty crystal knob on top. Well, sprinkle's supposed to mean like share the love. Share. That's what it means. And people say that all the time. And I wonder why people don't do it. And I'm like, because like you, they don't have a clue what it means. Sprinkle, okay. One lady said to me, I can't find that button. I'm like, there's not one. And I had to explain it to her, so don't feel left out. It's just kind of ridiculous. Don't know when it started. Don't know when it happened. Hopefully I'm right, but, you know, don't put me on it and don't do it and get in trouble. I'm going to do it because it comes natural. I say, you guys, please share my page. It just comes natural. That's the only way a page will grow. Hey, Randy. How are you? I just sent you a message a little while ago. Woo, you guys, it is crackling. I'm excited. I like it even more now. Yes, Diane, it probably is all about control. Well, stars. Stars are something that people give you to help you pay for your whatever expenses you spend. Like, say I'm saving for a dream box, a big craft room. I'm saving for a laser machine, whatever my goal is. You don't even have to have a goal. So anyway, stars is something that people can send you, and stars are a penny a star. As you can see down here, I do not have a little yellow star. I have to have, now the rule changed about the time I got a page. It used to be 1,000, now it's 10,000. They say until I get 10,000 followers, and I have like close to 900. I mean, you see up here right now, there's 17 people. That's okay. I have a lot more followers than that. But I've got like, you know, a whole lot more to go. I was thinking it was going to be like 1,000. Now it's 10,000, I do believe, before I have the star option of getting stars. That's okay. I don't care one way or the other. But that's what the star thing is about. So, like if you say you're going to give me 500 stars, that would be $5, you know. And that just helps people with some goals that they have. And a lot of people, like, will do it, this is just about dry, y'all. A lot of people do it and give it to charity. Maybe the Cancer Foundation or whatever. Whatever your goal is. It is, all of it's kind of crazy, isn't it? So, look where some of this crackled. Can you see it? Yeah, see there? See where it crackled? I like that part. That's my favorite. Okay, this is done. The edges look good, pretty good. Now, I'm going to put that knob right in there, and it might stay and it might not. If it pops out later, I will use E6000. What made it crinkle is the glue. When you put paint over glue, 99.9% of the time it will crackle. Especially when I was doing furniture, if I, let me make sure that's straight. If I put varnish on furniture and let it dry, I need to get you in touch with Elizabeth from Ellie's Attic. There is a setting that will let you get stars. Really. Lindy, somebody said today, no. Serena said yesterday or whenever, something about a couple of settings I could change. It does, Sandy. It helps buy supplies and stuff, and that's great, you know, and it's all appreciated. It really is. But 10,000 followers? So, hi, Karen. Okay, it's going to take a minute to set. See, look at that pretty glass knob on that. So it's going to just change up this candle and make a beautiful gift, right? I'm just going to hold it in place so it doesn't dry crooked, because then it will be awful. Stars can also go towards paying postage for Happy Mail. Oh, speaking of Happy Mail, Marilyn, Jane, are you still on here? You should have an auction. It's not going to be an auction. Thursday night, I'm just going to have a live sale. I'm going to put a price on it. I'm going to include some shipping and have a flat rate. I don't know exactly what, but basically, you know, people that come they'll be able to buy some nice gifts, and I'll be able to clear out my craft room for more. Yes, Marilyn's here. Awesome. Marilyn, look what I got today. Look at this beautiful envelope. It's pretty. So I'm going to open it. I got Happy Mail. I love Happy Mail. What time Thursday? Sandy, I'm not sure. It's probably going to be about 7:30 or 8 o'clock. My daughter is going to come and help me, and she gets off of work at 5. And I've got a lot of stuff to set up. I could do it earlier, but a lot of people don't even get in from work. I want to give everybody time to get in from work, settle down, have dinner, not be stressed. And so I'm thinking maybe, 8:30, 9 o'clock, whatever. Hi, Wendy. Let's see what I have in here. This envelope's too pretty to tear up. Hi, Karen. Oh, it has a butterfly. Okay. It's one of your lavender packets. Oh, and I have okay, well, this is a flowered seed packet. I will decoupage this on something. Thank you so much. It's beautiful, too. Marilyn, do I open this or do I put it in a drawer like this? Smells good. Funny, such different. Look, started the same. Please let me know about I will, Diane. I posted today that there's going to be one Thursday night. I talked to my daughter yesterday. I almost did it last night. And so we have plans. She's going to come and stay with me next Thursday night and spend the night with me, so we won't be rushed and I can get all this stuff. And then I'll spend a few days mailing things. Put it in a drawer like this. Oh, smell. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. Oh, Marilyn. I need some more of this though. I need it. It smells wonderful. Tell Farmer John, thank you too. That is awesome. Maybe if I put it in the craft room when I come in here in the daytime, it'll smell good. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Okay, you guys, I think this is settled. Okay, it's pretty dry, so I'm going to distress this. I'm going to put some dark wax on this. And I might put some gold on this. I think I'll do both. I'm going to do both. Okay. You guys know that this is my favorite way to distress. This Fusion Aging Wax is the bomb. The first thing I'm going to do is put some clear wax on this so it doesn't just soak it all up. Lavender sachet in my lingerie drawer. Well, Marilyn, she has a page. Marilyn, come in under your page name. And you guys, if you have a page name, you're welcome to come in under your page name. You don't have to come in under your personal page. Okay, this is Furniture Salve. And it's by Wise Owl, and it's white tea. And I wish y'all could smell this. I'm just going to give this a coat of this, and it makes it shiny and smells wonderful. And you know what? Sometimes I learn this by doing furniture. Sometimes if my room starts smelling stale, you know, I've got a couple of guest rooms that are hardly ever opened until my grandchildren decide to spend the night. And I open my drawers and I wax the sides of my drawers with this and take a towel and just barely wipe it back, close my drawers, and my room smells like this for months. Yes, you did. She has made lavender tea, lavender biscuits. She had a tea for us the other day, and I didn't get pictures to her, but it was so much fun. Oh, my dog's outside the door. Okay, and I always put this stuff back. All right, I'm going to wipe the excess of this back. Oh, I love it. Now, it's expensive, but you know what, Lindy? I have painted furniture and furniture and furniture, and I've probably had that 2 years. It just goes far, and my daughter just borrowed it. I went to her house and painted a few pieces of furniture for her. Well, we did it together. I've got to give her some credit because she did help big time. So I'm just leaving some in the cracks, and then I'm going to take this aging wax. And this is Fusion Mineral, and I'm just going to put it in. I know some of you are probably freaking out when I do this. Some of you see me do it a lot because I do it to everything. And I'm just going to get some. It'll even go in that crackle a little bit, and so it's going to look really aged. This candle might not go in the sale. I don't know, y'all. Okay, let me wipe that back. And I always use a baby wipe, you guys, to wipe all this aging wax and stuff back. Hey, Lisa. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Sonia, it will match your room. I know. That's what I'm sitting here thinking. Oh my. Okay, you see how grungy and how dark and how nasty it looks? Look at that. Let me show you something. I'm going to do half and I'm going to show it to you and then I'll finish it. Oh goodness, girl, I watch you too. You do some awesome stuff. Lindsay has a page called Taterbug, and she's got the cutest Volkswagen up behind her. Okay, I just pulled a little piece off. It's okay. It's not even going to show. One of these little details decided to follow me, but that's all right. Okay, you can see one side. See this side and see this side at the difference? This one's clean looking with some age down in there. Thank you, Janet. And it's going to stay in these cracks. I am going to have to be just a little gentler. This is clay, and it's not going to dry up. Okay, y'all, I think this is it. I wish I had the moment or I know how to do the moment of this video, and I might find it. I need to do a TikTok. Did anyone catch where the wax comes from? Okay, hold on just a minute, Lisa. The wax is Wise Owl. Anybody who sells Wise Owl paint and stuff, it's Wise Owl. Sorry, it's backwards. It's white tea. It smells wonderful. And I'll tell you something. Hey, Annette, I'll tell you something else. See, it looks green. And of course, I love the color. But it'll be clear on your furniture, on your stuff. Even if it looks like it's going on with a little bit of a green tint, it's not going to be green. It's clear. And it's called furniture salve. It's not called furniture wax. Smells yummy and it's so soft. I've taken off a little bit of green and exposed a little bit of white, and I like it, so I'm going to do that around a couple more edges. Okay, I'm in love. What do you think, y'all? Okay, now you have all this fun and a $5 candle. Look at that. And if you don't like the label, you can always change the label. You can, you know, if it's for a wedding or a gift or something, there's all the details. You can even get somebody to do a monogram on a Cricut. I couldn't let, oh goodness, I love it too. Love green. And this one is the mold, and we did this one a big sunflower. It's kind of hanging off, but I wanted that like that. So there's the sunflower. You know what? We didn't distress this, but I'm going to distress it real quick. Real quick. I've still got enough on my brush, and I don't need to wax this one because it's resin. Use the same baby wipe. You guys, when you're cleaning, you know, when you're distressing something, keep turning your baby wipe around until you find like clean spots. And when you don't find a clean spot anymore, don't keep dragging it around. Just throw it away and get yourself a new clean baby wipe. There's a little more details. There you go. Can you see all the grooves in there now? There it is. Okay, you guys. Now, you have questions? Oh, I have fuzz in my nose. But anyway, what I was saying a while ago, some of you weren't on here yet. I have fuzz in my nose. I'm sorry. It feels like a cotton ball. When I was trying to get this sweet little delicate mold, it's clay, off of this onto here, and I said, look y'all, and it went plump. I think I need to crop that part out and make a TikTok. What do you think? I don't know how, but I'll figure it out. Yes, it is a mold on top, and I poured that mold with resin. Lindy, it is this one, and it is called Forest Treasures, and it is by Prima Redesign. And there's big petals and small petals. If I'd wanted it to stay on there, I could have used the small petals and made like 6 sets of this. But I wanted it, you know, to be bigger. And so you can have a huge center or a small center. So I used 3 sets for that. If I wanted to use this big one and do 4 or 5 sets, I would literally have a sunflower that big. It's really pretty. Where did you get the clay? The air dry clay. Let me show you the package. I usually get this at Michael's when they have it. And I'm going to tell you something about this clay. Hi, Melissa. Lisa, you bought the mold too. So did, let's see. Lindy, this one is called, hold on just a minute. I write on the back most of the time. It's called Kingsberry Medallion. And it had, this is the one I used, and this is this one, which is this, but it wasn't quite round. And I thought it needed to be more round. So I've used this on a lot of things. But that's what the name of this one is. And these are both by Prima Redesign. And this is Kingsberry Medallion. And you get 2. But this air dry clay is my favorite, and I've used several kinds, y'all. And I don't sell it, and I'm not promoting it. I don't make a dime. It's just my favorite. This is Sculpey, and it says air dry modeling clay, not baking clay. And it's bright white. See right here, bright white. And if you're not careful, they also have black, and they have terracotta, which I bought by mistake, so I always do this. But here's the important part on this clay. Right beside of this symbol, right here, look on the back of the package. That is little, and I know you probably can't see it, but it says Made in Holland. I had some people tell me, make sure you don't get the one that says Taiwan and there's somewhere else. I forgot. And I thought, it's clay. How bad could it be? So, you know, when COVID happened and all that stuff, everything was hard to find. It still is, some things. But I got it, Diane, at Michael's, and I have ordered it from Amazon. But here's the reason I want my hands on it and look at it. They also have it at Hobby Lobby. I don't remember what I paid for it, but it goes far. Because I opened all they had was the one from Taiwan, right? So I brought it home and I thought, how bad could it be? Oh my goodness, somebody's probably, you know. So I opened it up. Well, as you can see, this is just the clay in there. There's no packaging or anything. It's just in there, right? This had like a cellophane wrapper around the clay, and it was soggy and it was greenish yellowish. I'm telling you what, it stunk so bad I couldn't even hardly get the package open. So I took it back to Michael's and I said, I won't use this. This stuff is gross. And she said, no problem. We've had complaints before. So I'm just telling you, it does make a difference. Make sure it comes from Holland. Kim was talking about a place where she gets knobs at great prices. I think it was D. Lawless. It is, but let me tell you, these cute little knobs like this, and I told her about this. She didn't know. I ordered these by the box from Amazon. How many do I get in there? 12? I think a dozen of these cute little knobs, and some have silver on the bottom and some have gold. I really don't care. Usually I paint them or put wax and stuff on them anyway. But I think they're only like $8, $9. They're not much at all. And I put them on a lot of things. I used to put it on a lot of drawers on furniture. But check with Amazon, and you have to put in, like, you have to look at like the millimeters. Some are bigger and some are littler. You can figure that out. But it is cheaper than D. Lawless even on Amazon. And it's just called glass crystal knobs, I think. So, okay, you guys. Anybody need to know anything else? And I'm going to get off from here. Amazon for those beautiful knobs. Yes. Yes. It's really amazing. It comes in a little white box. And each knob is in its own little box with the screw that goes to it. I rarely use the little screws that go with it because I put these on everything. I've put them on canister lids. I've taken paper mache, you know, the little paper mache boxes and the round paper mache things, and decoupaged them or put transfers on them or clay molds on them, and they look like $1,000,000. And then glue one of those on top. Nobody would ever know it's paper mache. You can get tins, all kinds of stuff, and put knobs on it and change it up. Hi, Glennette. And am I saying that right? Glennette Quinn. How are you? You're welcome, Sonia. How are those babies? Oh, you're welcome, Marilyn. You're welcome, Diane. I love teaching, you guys. I'd rather teach than anything, I think. And, you know, when you know all this stuff and you have all these ideas in your head, it's hard to, you know, your husband don't want to hear it. So I just teach y'all. Good. I said it right. I hate butchering somebody's name. People get mine wrong all the time. Oh, you're welcome, Stacy. Thanks for hopping on. You guys, I love for you to hang out with me. I look forward to seeing you every day. I don't get on here every day, but I plan to. Sometimes life happens and I just can't. First time watching. Oh, there's another Diane. I'm sorry, Diane. I didn't speak to you. There's two Dianes in here right now. Diane, meet Diane. Oh, oh, thank you. I love to smile. It's good for you, right? Okay, well, I have that much resin left, so I'm going to have to buy some more. Anyway, anybody need to know anything else? Everybody good? I'm going to hop off from here. I'm going to go work on my YouTube channel. I don't know how to get it loaded to YouTube yet without doing a separate video. That was one of my questions to Lindy earlier, and I did talk to my coach about that. Not sure still how to do it, but I'll make it happen. She has two Dianes. Yeah. Good night, Stacy. Good night, you guys. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Thanks for being here. And let's see, tomorrow's Sunday. Doubtfully I will be on here tomorrow. I doubt it. If I do, it'll be 9 o'clock or so, because church and all that, you know. During the day, we take our family to eat lunch and spend the day with our grandkids and back to church again. And I don't think crafts on Sunday much. Sure. No hurry, Lindy. No hurry. But just, you know, call me if it's easier for you just to talk. It's fine. Oh, thank you. You're Marlene too. But mine's spelled different. Okay, you guys, if you're watching me now, chances are you're watching the replay and that like button is not there. If you'll go and share my page, I would appreciate that, and hang out and watch the replay. And if there's any questions I can help you with, if you need answers, if you'll just put it in there, please type in hashtag replay. I'll know that you're watching after the live, and I'll be glad to answer any questions about anything that you don't understand. Appreciate it. God bless y'all. Good night.